Everyone, and welcome to another day of a year of miracles. And today we're on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 362. So I'm going to dive right into this one. Today's lesson is this holy instant would I give to you. Be you in charge, for I would follow you, certain that your direction gives me peace. And if I need a word to help me, he will give it to me. If I need a thought, that will he also give. And if I need but stillness and a tranquil, open mind, these are the gifts I will receive of him. He is in charge by my request, and he will hear and answer me, because he speaks for God my Father and his Holy Son. And if that sounds a little familiar, it is. It's just like our lesson yesterday. It's pretty much a repeat of what we did yesterday. And you might ask, why is it the same lesson? Because sometimes we don't get it the first time or the second time, or maybe even the 100th time, right? So these last few lessons are a reminder that we really need to get this, right? And A Course in Miracles says, you have free will, right? And you have the will to create whatever it is you want to create. And you have a choice. You can align with fear, or you can align with love. The bridge that connects you to that one mind of love that we all share. A Course in Miracles refers to that as the Holy Spirit. And that's what the interpretation is for the Course of what the Holy Spirit is. I like to imagine it as this like cosmic goo that connects my mind with the one mind of love or God or universe or source intention, right? Whatever word is best for you. So when we're referring to he, if I need a thought, that will he also give. That's that connection, the bridge that we have to that one mind of love, right? Which is the will of Source, God, the universe, whatever it is you want to call it. And when we align with that, miracles just occur naturally in our lives. They show up, we see them, we share them, and life becomes rich and abundant and joyful and happy, right? It's when we forget to align with that we make the mistake of aligning with the ego, because that chatter is all around us everywhere. So we have to make a conscious effort to align with love instead of fear every morning, every day. So that's why this lesson is great to remember. And that's why I have actually memorized this lesson. And I say it again and again and again for all kinds of situations, because it's so easy for us to make a decision about something, right? And so many times, even when we've been practicing A Course in Miracles, first we'll make the decision and then we'll ask for help. It's like, it doesn't work that way, right? You have to ask for help first and then make the decision, because then the answer comes, right? If I need a thought, that will he also give. But he's not, the bridge, the mind of God, the mind of love, is not going to give you that thought unless you ask for it and you are willingly open to receive it, right? But that thought is always the right answer, and it's always the answer that brings joy and peace to every single person in whatever conflict or situation you're in. That's the beauty of it, and that's how you know it's the right answer, right? And you have those like, oh, moments like, that's the answer that I was looking for. And it's not usually the answer that you can get on your own aligned with fear. It's actually never the answer you can get aligned with fear. You always have to align with your right mind, the truth of who you are, that place of love and peace, which is within you always. It's always there for you to access. That's the beauty of this too, is you don't have to go anywhere for it. You don't have to do anything. except quiet your mind and connect to that place that is there. Everything you need to know is inside of you. That lesson has shown up for me so many times in my life. And how many times have I been like, oh, that's interesting, and walked right by and didn't even pay attention? And sometimes I was like, oh, wow, that's really interesting. That's great to know. Then I forgot about it. Just walked right by it. Never paid attention to it, right? So it's the vigilance to quiet the mind, to let go of your need to try to fix, solve, change, whatever it is you're trying to do. And there's always resistance there, right? That's also how you know you've aligned with fear and not love. Because when you align with love, there is no resistance. It's always effortless, right? The answer just comes through you and it's effortless. And that's why these lessons are so important. And now we are on day 362. So we've got some amazing tools in our toolbox, right? Now it's up to us to use them, to put them into play, put them into action, and don't let them stay on the shelf, right? Because I'm telling you, if you use these tools every day, your life will change miraculously every day. But it does require some vigilance on your part. Vigilance to watch your mind, make sure it's not aligning with fear. And when it does, just bring it back. Say, no, we're not doing that today. Today we are consciously creating our life. And that's it. That is our Course in Miracles workbook lesson for today. Great to see all of you here on the live feed this morning. Good morning, everyone. Wow, a lot of you jumped in this morning. Good morning, Mark. Great to see you here this morning. Hey, Carl. Hi, honey. Nice to watch you here. Good morning, Joseph. Hey, Mike. Great to see you here this morning. Good morning, Francine. Hi, Alicia. Great to see you this morning. Hey, Pam. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cindy. Great to see you here this morning. Hey, Vera. Good to see you on the live feed this morning. Hey, Carmen. Hi, Whittold. Nice to see you too. Good morning, Amy. Hey, Marianne. Great to see you here this morning. Vera says, one mind of love, which we are, rich and happy life for all in 2020 and today. That's right. And we don't have to wait for 2020, right, to create our life of happiness. I know a lot of us have New Year's resolutions. I've created a new Facebook group called Creating Clarity in 2020, right? We all want clarity, and we'd rather have it intentionally and consciously than in hindsight, right? We don't want to say, oh, geez, if I had only known that then. Hindsight's 2020. Let's not make it hindsight 2020 this year. Let's make consciously creating clarity in 2020. And let's start today, right? Let's start today by quieting our mind, connecting to that one place of love, that we are all in that place, right? And we can draw on that as we go into today. And when situations come up that want to trigger us and pull us into fear or anger or jealousy or resentment, bring it back. And if you don't know how to handle it, because you're already aligned with fear, which is usually the case, because if you're triggered and you're feeling grievance or resentment, you've already chosen fear. The ship has sailed. How do you get out of that? This holy instant would I give you, be you in charge, for I would follow you, certain that your direction gives me peace, and let it go. Just let it go. Don't answer it. Don't fix it. Don't try to solve it. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Light a candle. Clear your mind. Right? The answer will come. And it'll be the right answer when you're not aligned with fear and not making choices from that place. So great to see you here, everyone. Hi, Cheryl. Happy Saturday to you. Good morning, Anne. Great to see you this morning. Hi, Doreen. Good morning, Karen. Great to see all of you guys this morning. So I hope you're enjoying these final lessons. We've got a few more right up until the end of the year. And as I promised before, I'm not going to leave you in 2020. There's many ways you can continue. You can jump over to my new Facebook page that I just created, Creating Clarity in 2020, or you can tap into my YouTube channel, my YouTube station that has all of these lessons in it, starting with lesson number 1, and you can start all over again on January 1st. I do it over and over again myself. So you can watch them in order from my YouTube station, or better yet, why not do both, right? Why not spend 5 minutes in the morning doing your daily lesson and then jump over to the private Facebook group I created about creating clarity in 2020 so that we can take all of these lessons, put them into action, create the life of our dreams, right? And happiness, because happiness is our only function. So let's do that this year. Hey Dan, great to see you jump on this morning. Hey Terry, great to see you too. So great to see all of you guys, and don't forget I am going to be doing a Facebook Live Burning Bowl ceremony on New Year's Eve at 5 p.m. If you can't catch it live, you can always catch it like this on the replay, but it's a great way of letting go of everything you want to get rid of and having a fresh new slate to start in 2020. And if you want to start doing a little bit of homework for this, grab a sheet of paper, maybe a notebook pad, and start writing down everything you want to get rid of as you're moving into the new year. It could be resentment, it could be anger, it could be fear, it could be the job you're in right now, right? Or maybe even that relationship that you're having trouble with. It might not be those things, but anything that you've been having a problem moving past, write it down on this paper, because we're going to do something pretty special with that piece of paper on New Year's Eve. And this is a good way to start getting those thoughts on paper. And you can see what you want to get rid of so that we can do a clean slate starting in 2020. All right, guys, a little bit of homework if you're going to join me for the Burning Bowl. And I will be back tomorrow morning with our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. And if you feel like jumping over and joining that new Facebook page I created, I'll share the link again today. So thanks again, everyone, for showing up today, and I'll be back tomorrow with our next lesson. Have a great day. Thanks, guys. Bye.